Hello, you have come to my first ever video. This is Deb. I go by Deb Tallbroad on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm on a lot of the scrapbooking forums, so you may have seen my name quite a bit. I live in a small two-bedroom apartment with myself, my husband, and two teenagers. And we all share 4 rooms, not counting the bathroom. So it's a little cramped in here. We've been in here for about 3.5 years, and about a year and a half ago, I just said I can't scrapbook on my bed anymore. And the table was never free because I've got kids. And my husband, who play like those gaming things like Battletech 47, D&D, Magic, Warhammer. I don't know all of their names. I'm not interested in them. I don't mind that they do them. They like it. Okay. That's their hobby. Mine is scrapbooking. I also sew and quilt. Not as much as scrapbooking though. So let's start the tour. You are looking from my door, from the hallway, to the living room. I sit right there next to the TV and the window. And then we have this space. That's the room to get to the bedrooms and stuff. And this is the other part of my stuff that I have. So, okay, over here first. This is an old computer desk. And, we don't have a computer anymore. And we still had the desk. And I said, hey, that'd make a good scrapbooking desk. So I had my husband put it in here, and this is what I've come up with. Let's see, I'm going to start over here. These things here, this is my garbage and my recycling. I recycle a lot. I've been recycling since I was a kid. Big Scout family. I was in Girl Scouts with my sister. My mom was a leader. My brothers were in Boy Scouts. My parents were leaders. We did all of the paper runs, the cans, you name it, we did it. So it's ingrained. This is a rolling cart that I got from Michael's, I believe, or Joann's, one of the two, with all those iris containers in it. And that's usually in front of this right here. And I just pulled it out so you could see everything. I recently have been organizing stuff. The bottom 3 things are all Christmas papers on the bottom, like die cuts and other types of things like that on the second from the bottom. And then that third one up is stickers. Those are all Christmas things. I'm still finding Christmas things, so I do not need to buy any more Christmas stuff. Let's just keep that known. I also have a sticker stash there. I don't use as many stickers as I used to, so I haven't been buying many, but I do like the ones I've kept. I have a Cub Boy Scouts for my son, and that's where I put all of his things for that specific. And then that top one I use for the 12 by 12 alphabet sheets and the sticker sheets that we might get. Sometimes I'll put chipboard in there, those chipboard sheets. Sometimes I won't. Mostly those are the basic gray and, the different alphabets like that. Up here, I'll get closer. This is a container I got somewhere, and I put all my liquid stuff in there. That helps a lot. I have one of these great big things of hand sanitizer, because we use it to clean up. And I came up with this idea a few months ago. I was trying to keep my fluid stuff down, and I couldn't. I just kept, oh my gosh. And then I went, we get these from day camp. We've been doing day camp. I'm on my 13th year as a leader, and I've done day camp up until the last 2 years. And we go through 1 or 2 of these per unit at camp a day. So I'm like, don't throw them out. I can use them. I have so many things stuck in stuff. So I use those. I went, this is perfect, because then if you have it open, it'll just collect in there, not in here. And the spiders like that. This is a small ink pads. Let's see, I think the openings over here, small ink pads. I don't have a ton of those, but I do have some, so those are in there. This is all pictures. I have a lot of older pictures I'm trying to get scrapbooked. This is my thing. This is 2 pieces excuse me, that I picked up at Target. I know one of them is over 20 years old, probably more like 24, 25, and the other one is a little bit newer. So this works really well here. On the bottom there with the green cover, I have my alcohol inks. And I do use those, not as often as I used to, but I do use them. Next one up is watercolor paper, some chipboard elements like basic gray stuff, and behind that mini album that's sitting there in the front there is 4x4 and 8x8, 6x6, that kind of pads. This is more pictures and other memorabilia that I need to scrapbook, and I don't want to get rid of that. It doesn't have anything in it, but I know I can use it for something. This is, of course, adhesives, which I've just found, and I love this thing. But this all back here in this white thing is pictures. And then I have a few things just stuck here that I need to go through. And then I have some of my tools. I have my small things of flocking powder, glitter, embossing powder. I don't use it a lot, but I do have some, so that's there. Oops, sorry. And then this back here in this container, sorry, is bits and pieces, things that I want to keep, but I love that tin, so I put it in there. And of course, one of these for mixed media. I love this. I have to fix it. It goes up like this, but this was made by my Girl Scouts. From a few years ago, like 4 or 5, we were at camp one year, and it was a fall encampment, and we went archery, and I have a very strong pole, so I stand quite a bit farther back than everyone else, and I hit the wolf target on the rear end, and the girls made up a song about it, which was really cute. And then when they were doing a thing later, a couple months later, they found this, and they went, oh my gosh, let's make that. So they made it, so I kept it. I made this when I was about 2nd grade, and I made this in 2nd grade too. This is holding all of my gelatos. This is a Girl Scout thing. It's empty. That is my mixed media type stuff and some Sharpies. I have a large collection of Sharpies. Those are just some of them. But I have my gesso and some of my modeling paste, that kind of stuff back there. My gel I use. I keep it there because it's really handy to get to. All right, this thing up here on the top, this was from Archivers. When they went out of business, I went in and was able to buy this, but it was 20 bucks. I've loved it. I'm glad I bought it, but it was a little, I wanted more than one, and I couldn't do that. So this is a page I did recently of my oldest daughter. She is 27. She was 2.5, almost 3 months old in this picture, and it's one of my favorite pictures of her. Behind this, I will see if I can move this a little bit, is a ink pad storage. I got it. I don't remember. I got that like 15 years ago, so don't even ask me who it's from, who made it. I'm sorry, I don't know. It's very similar to the Stampin' Up! Ones. So then here, I'm going to pull my chair out so I can sit in it. Here is where my seating is. Down here is a bunch of stuff. Way back there, I have a Creative Memories bag with some of the tools I have from them that I don't use as much as I used to, but I still do use them once in a while, so it's like their border punches and that kind of thing. This is all of my cardstock. Rainbow Order. I have a chipboard there, recycled cardboard, because I use it for making mini albums. This is one spot that I put some of my, my goodness, I hate fibrofog. Pieces that I cut off and I don't want to get rid of. You know what it is. It'll come to me in a second. But that's where I keep that. Oh, I did forget to mention, this is where I keep a lot of my adhesives. The ones that I don't have up on that thing, but I have this thing. It came from Target probably 10 years ago. I love how they unclick, pull out, put the stuff on. I can go to whatever. And that is a lot of tools that I use here and there. I don't use it as much as I used to. I used to go in a lot of crops and I take that with me, but I don't go on crops as much anymore. So I do use it when I do go, but it sits here and it moves around quite a bit. All right, back to under here. Here is cardstock. extra papers that I've cut off, and I can't remember that word. Here is all my pattern papers. I have a lot. I need to hone this down and do some scrap with some pages with it. I have a kit back here I'm making for my daughter for Christmas, and a couple other things back here. But yeah, this makes it really easy to just grab it and find a piece of paper for a layer or whatever that I might need, stamp stuff, whatever. I make cards a lot out of that stuff too. That box is a bunch of junk I need to go through. This box is kind of that way too. It is also has a lot of punched out stuff because I've been making a lot of DIY embellishments. And then I have more stuff here, and I have a fan back there. I get very warm. I live in Minnesota. It is not warm here all the time. I am always warm. So I turn that fan on often. Pardon me. Next to here, I have a little stash. This is a container with all my stencils. And I have some quilting stencils, and I have some other ones, free ones I've gotten. You name it, it's there. I do use them. And I do use the sketches. So I have both of my Becky Higgins scrapbooking sketchbooks here because I do use them. I pull them out often. And so those sit there. This is a keeper chart I am making for my Brownie Girl Scouts. That is 2nd grade Girl Scouts. And we have things, I'm sorry, I might not have been on the thing, so I apologize. This is like one, it's paper distributor. I have to make a large thing to put, and then we put their names on so they know who's doing which job that day so they can pull that off. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got to get that done for next Friday, as our meeting is that day. And then under here, where you would pull out the keyboard, I have my cutters and mixed media type stuff, like more watercolor and some papers to put underneath stuff, or, you know, things like that. This is my junk drawer. I'm not going to show you it. It is a junk drawer. That is the only one in the house because the kitchen does not have enough drawers for a junk drawer. Over here, this is stuff I have to do some pictures and stuff. And then this is papers I have that I'm pulled out. I want to use them for something. I don't want to put them away. Here's my Caterpillar Pro. I like that. I like it a lot. I love the light. I like the little one that everybody else is using, but I just can't afford to buy that right now. So I will put up with this one and my Fiskars and my old Creative Memories ones that I have. Back there is a whole slew of stuff. I have more like some sticker sheet things here. I have some canvas things, a couple of markers back there. I love this thing. It makes those little rosette maker thing. I love that. I use that a few times, quite a few times recently. I have my bunch of stuff back there. Oh, look, there's some of my things I need to put on a vest. Yee. I'm always sewing stuff on a vest or a shirt. It's ridiculous. But let's see. Next pile up. This is all my Project Life and like cutout pages that you would get in the thing. And then, you know, you can use those as Project Life or that other pocket page stuff. So I have that. It's not real big because I don't do that a lot. But I like the things, and I like making things like embellishments out of those or using them on my pages. So that's there. Behind it is a few things like a thesaurus, a dictionary. I think I might have 2 dictionaries back there. And then I have my label maker thing. And then I have one of these that rolls. I think I put something in front of it. Yep, that's too close. So now I can roll it. So I have a lot of these things. These are punched out things already that I can use for making my embellishments. Here's some more. This is my Creative Memories cutting system. Things that I have the mat for down here. Here's another one where I have stuff up in here. Here's my wood veneer. I keep in one of those things. I have a bit more than I thought I did, but not as much as some people I've seen. But that works for me right now. It might change. We'll see. Tags, I don't use a ton, so that works for me there. Some other things back up in here. You know, little containers with stuff. Over here is where I work. This is a mat that came from my grandmother's house. It's gotta be 50 years old. It was in my uncle's bedroom, and it stayed down there for a long time. And when they moved her out, my mom said, hey, we can probably use that. So I use it, and I try not to write on it, but I do, when I get into those big days of writing, I do that. Let's see. This pile of stuff this is a pile I just found yesterday. It is from 1992. I took a class in college on photography and developing my own picture. So that was such a cool find. I can't wait to scrapbook that stuff. I don't want to put it on top of that so that it moves. So pardon me while I move this out of the way, put this on top of there and get out of here. Here's stuff I'm planning. I have some sneak peek here. I have information I have found from some of my sewing things about how to fix stuff on your machine and stuff. So I will be trying to put some of that out there for you guys who have started sewing on your things but don't know a lot about how to take care of your machine. I can give you hints. So we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know when those are up. Back here is where I keep all my stuff. I love scissors. I love these. These are wonderful. I have arthritis and fibromyalgia, and so these are wonderful for that. I do use the small ones too, but I use these quite a bit because I can do this and hold little things better. I do have one of those ones where it'll hold it for you too, and I do use that. There's a few other things I can point out here and there as I'm doing process videos. Oh, look. There's my little dolly. I had that one when I was little. I found her recently, so I put her in here so I could look at her. But yeah, my ATG gun. I have a ruler. I have honed my rulers down because I have like 8 of them here because my kids, I've been going through stuff and finding more and more. I will go through these in a second just to show you. Well, a minute or two. Up here I have more mixed media stuff. This is like one of those feather quills. I love that. I have just papers and some page stuff that's done. I like Post-it notes. You'll probably notice that. I have a lot of things up here. This is just storage, holding stuff, heat tool, some ink pads, some of these Dynamo, I think they're called. Some of those I've used for some stuff. You know, stuff I've used, but it's not every day, so I can get to it if I need to. Up here, I have a lot of these lovely iris containers, or iris type of containers. This is where I hold all my ribbon. I take it off the spools and roll it onto a cardboard. It stores a lot better. I have more than that in my sewing stuff that I still haven't been able to go through yet. More pictures. I have these wonderful things. This thing up here on the top is my pen storage. I like that. I can carry it to crops. I have a lot of these things. I keep changing what's in there. Not all of those are correct. The foam stamps is, staplers and staples is, ribbons is not, fabric paper is. These things are, of course, ice cream containers, but I have punched out things in here, and so I put some on the top showing what they are. So then I can just pull them out. I don't have to pull out my punches as much. Over here is more stuff. Here is hip kit stuff, other kits. This I keep, and I put the 12 by 12 or larger paper plastic bags up here because I use those for stuff, and I reuse plastic bags a lot. That is my ink spraying container. All right, we're going to move over here. Up there, I want to show you, I also keep my washi tape. And this is how I store my washi tape, because I knew if I put it up there and said, this is how I store it, you guys would go, well, how does that work? Okay, it's one of these, I am so sorry. It's one of these iris containers. And this is not an iris. This is something else I found at Joann's, back by where they used to have the iris containers. And I'm finding that works really well for my washi tape. And then I found if I have it in here and I use something and I decide I don't like it, I can stick it on here so I can use it again later, but I don't have to roll it back on the roll. I don't have to, you know, that kind of fun stuff. And I was going to show you these things. I do this a lot when I get a magazine. I pull the stuff out and I put it on. I cut it and I put like stencils, things I like, pages I love. And I started doing this years ago before I started cutting out all of these things. So some of them have it on it and some of them don't. But yeah, I have tons of embellishment ideas in here, page ideas, things like that. So I have 2 of those. This is my second one I'm on. There's my first one underneath. Here to the side is my stamp storage. I'm not going to go through tons of this. I do not use those as much as I should, so I have not been buying very many, but here they are. This is where I can get to them. I can make a card real quick if I need to. I have one of these containers where I have it labeled. Let's see if I can get down there. And I have stuff like shaped eyelets, metal brads, twist ties, because I do use them, ribbon scraps, fibers, beads, small keys, things like that. Some more of these these are creative memories. Gosh, I'm doing so bad. I'm so sorry. These are creative memories containers that I had for a long time. Then we go around the corner, and here is my storage unit thingy. There's some more iris containers on the top, my box for my Caterpillar. This is where I keep all of my alphabets. Those things that everybody loves that I've forgotten the word about. I have fibromyalgia. I have fibrofog. I apologize. I can't remember the word. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those lovely things that we all love to put on our pages. This is paper, patterned paper right here. These are a bunch of different stuff here. This is some pattern paper I have to go through. Oh, this is where I keep my distress inks. Distress inks down here, pads, and the individual things I use to do with them. And I have almost all of them. I have maybe 2 or 3 of the regular size pads left to get, and then I will have all of them up to date. But right now that's on hold. So one of these days I'll get those last couple. But pattern paper, pattern paper, pattern paper. Down here on the bottom is some of the old type of creative memories and that kind of banded albums. I don't like those that much anymore, but I have a bunch of these, so I will use them for stuff. It's just I have to get going on it. I pulled this stuff out. This is normally pushed in, but I wanted to be able to see everything. This is my punches. This pile right here, there's 2 containers with punches. And this is some more DIY stuff I was working on. This one right here is my Girl Scouts. Keep that all separate because I do a lot of Girl Scouts. And then this is just a container with some stuff I need to work on and put away. And then we go over here around the corner to the things, to the extra storage. I can get to this normally. I have to move stuff because we have either laundry in the way or, whatever. But I can get to it. These are those crates. I just put them one on top of each other. It works really well. Here's a bag that I use once in a while. So I kept that. I have a cinch down there on the bottom, which you can't see real well. I'm not sure what I have in that bin. Probably more stuff to go through. Smash books, other things there. This is cards. This is die cut machine alphabet things. I'll show you that in a second. Paint. Yeah, I had a bit of my own, quite a bit. And then somebody from work said, well, I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not using. I'm not going to ever use. Will you take it? And I'm like, sure, I'll take it. And she gave me more than I already had. So I more than doubled what I had. I use it for Girl Scouts and stuff too, so that's not a big deal. This is where I put my fibers. I just got done going through that. More stuff. Go through. Oh, this is a plastic that containers that your stuff comes in, embellishments, whatever, because I use that for when I use paint. And then I've got some stuff up here I like frogs. I love lime green. Haha, Adele. And then I have more stuff over here. I do have some quilting things. Oh, sorry, you saw my mess in the back. I moved all the stuff away from the thing. This is some of the things I need to get done. Sewing some Christmas things and stuff like that. This metal bin is my mixed media fluid stuff, like my sprays, inks, spray bottle, you know, that kind of stuff is in there. This is just more junk I have to go through. This is my glue gun. This is CDs. Here's my bling. I'm not a big blingy person, but I do have some. I found my laminator, yay, so I can try the mink stuff. Here's some things that I have. I kept these from work. I'm going to try to make something like a mini album type situation with them. I have this lovely machine. It's the, oh goodness, what's the name of this thing? Oh, I love it though. It's this one. It's that one. I love it. I have the extra long plate too that goes in there that you can stick in there and use it with. So I have that. I like that a lot. We use that a lot when we make things. I have more Xyron containers there. There's my Cricut. It's the small one, the 12 by 6. I got it from a friend. I bought it from her when she got the bigger one. And so we share the Cricut things. And then more stuff. So yes, I have a lot of stuff. I've been scrapbooking for 20 years, but I've been able to contain it. Hello, that's me. But yeah, I hope this has been helpful. I'm sorry it's so long. I'm glad I didn't say thing 12 million times like I did in my test. But I hope to get better at these scrapbooking videos. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.